What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV. Back with another live watch along today. The old enemy, England against Scotland, live from Wembley. Big game, Euro 2020 clash. And big up to everyone who's watching, man. Apologies, obviously, for those of you who know I've been on holiday for a few days. So the channel's been quiet, no content for the last 4 days. I will be back with the Arsenal content tomorrow, of course. You know, not a lot's changed in a week, man. We haven't signed anyone. We haven't sold anyone. We've been linked with everyone in the world. But nothing ain't really happened, man. So, but listen, big up everyone for tuning in. Big game tonight, man. England v Scotland. I'm looking forward to this one. Obviously, Kieran Tierney, the Arsenal representation. Bukayo Saka doesn't even make the squad tonight, unfortunately. So not too much Arsenal involvement. Big up everyone in the comments. Dominic said Arsenal therapy session is back. Yeah, tomorrow, 100%. Big up Omar. Man said 4 days, not good enough. Yeah, man, listen, straight from now, we're going straight through to the end of the season. No messing around, man. Proper. We'll start doing more Euro watch-alongs as well. So lots of content. Chico said, big up my brother. I always love your watch-alongs. I'll be watching from work. You helped me get through the shift. I work in the train yards in St. Louis, said Chico. Big up, man. Big up. Clement said, let's go. Tennille said, great to have you back. Be missing the therapy. Yeah, man. Tomorrow, let's get into Arsenal content. Tim Smith said, game's not on in the US. That's crazy, man. Sasha said, big up, Curtis. Nice to have you back. Hope you had a good break. Thank you very much. Yeah, I had a proper holiday, man. You need it when you're an Arsenal fan. Sometimes you have to have a little break, man. Where's the best streamer out here? Hey, big up MD. I hope you're well, man. Thank you very much for tuning in. Ollie B said, nervous game. Listen, man, we'll look at the teams and that. I personally think England will win this game. I'm not too nervous, you know. Ben White incoming, yeah, you know, we'll talk about it more tomorrow, but I think we're gonna listen, my opinion just briefly on it. I think he's a good player. I think we're getting bumped. I think the price is too much. But Arsenal tax, man, you know, these clubs know what we're about. Big up Tony C. Hope you had a good holiday, Curtis. Yeah, good, man. Nice, relaxing holiday. Big up Sebs. Good to have you back, man. Yes, gee, appreciate you tuning in. Big up Adam. Big up Brett. Omar saying, come on, Scotland. None of that kind of slander in here, bro. Big up Brett. Why is Arteta still at Arsenal? It's a question I ask every single day, Nathaniel. Big up Vanith, great to see you back. Thank you very much, bro. The end of Salibos, not looking good for him, man. Not looking good at all. Sean Dyche said, Big C, why don't you do other big games, France or other teams? Really miss your streams, man. Do you know what it is? I said to myself, Sean, I looked at it and I thought, 51 games in the Euros. And streams take a lot out of you because, you know, they're the longest videos that you do, really, 2 to 3 hours. And I just said to myself, I'm not going to do too many streams at the start of the tournament. And obviously we knew as well, you know, well, I knew obviously that I was going on holiday. So I thought, you know what, leave the first week or so, have the holiday, come back. And now I'm going to start streaming other games as well. So I think once we get to the knockout stage, I'll start doing daily streams as well. Big up Richard Reed, man. He said, big up Big C, miss the streams. I'll be listening at work. Come on, England. Big up Reedy, man. Appreciate you tuning in, bro. Always supporting. Zach said, bro, you got a lot to discuss tomorrow. Big up. Yeah, it'll be a good one tomorrow, man. Lots of Arsenal content to talk about. Ben White's got potential, bro. Leeds fans literally pray for him. Leeds and Arsenal, though, man, the difference in levels, you know, I just see Liverpool buy Kanate for 35 mil. We're about to buy Ben White for 50 mil. Like, I don't know. Like, I get it. He's English. He's 23. It's Premier League tax. You do pay more. But is he worth 50 mil? I don't know. He's had one season, really, in the Premier League. But, hey, we'll see. Seb says you could do a daily roundup and a separate Arsenal transfer. Yeah, I was thinking about doing something like, you know, a little 5-minute Euros roundup video alongside the Arsenal streams. But yeah, I'm definitely going to start streaming some of the other big teams as well. Big up Springer, man. I see you there, bro. Hope you're well. Daily Bit said, hey, yes, Curtis, I want an England win. The Croatia result killed this game for me. They signed their exit. England, even a draw will be enough. Really surprised how bad Croatia have been, man. They just lack that striker. You know, to me, they don't look like they've got goals in them. I think with Mandzukic before, even though he's old, he was a good target man for them. He kind of linked the play with with other players like Perisic and that, but they don't look a goal threat, Croatia, this year. They look like an aging team to me, I got to be honest. Sammy says, come on, Scotland. Yo, what kind of slander this, brethren? No Scotland wins here, bro. Big up Curved Glass with a super sticker. Thank you very much for your support, bro. Big up my boy Broads in here, man. Where's your comment gone, bruv? There we are. Big up Broads. Curtis says he was on holiday, but he was spotted at St. George's Park. If only, man, if only, you know. Bruv, I'll take the Gold Cup right now with Jamaica, you know. Even if man can't get the Euros call up. I might even start doing Gold Cup content, you know. I don't think the tournament starts for another week and a half. Well, I may look to do that. Big up Craig Malloy, man. He said, welcome back, Curtis. England to win 3-0. Yeah, maybe. 3-0 would be a great result. Leonel said, big up Curtis, but why did I see you at the Arsenal shop buying your family all the new kits? Not me, bro. Not me. I'm wearing plain T-shirts. You ain't seen me in no new Arsenal kits for a little while, man, you know. It's actually my birthday next week. And I was telling the family, man, yo, I don't want no Arsenal kit, nothing. You know what I mean? So we'll have to see. Sidon, welcome to Leicester. Patson Dakar. That one came out of nowhere. Do you know what? I've just literally been catching up with a bit of transfer news today because I haven't really been... I tried to stay off my phone a little bit during the week. And I see Patson Dakar going to Leicester. I heard this guy was going to Liverpool to replace Origi as kind of the backup striker to Firmino. Next minute, this guy's going Leicester. And I think they're still getting Edouard as well. So, listen, man, Leicester mean business. Arsenal, not one signing yet. Chris Whelan said, big international tournament, hardly any Arsenal players. We used to have World Cup winners. Oh, mate, you're right. I remember them days. Vieira and Petit holding up the World Cup at Highbury. Now, man can't even get on the bench, bruv. You know them ones. Roland said, Big C, big up. What do you think of Rafa going to Everton? Merseyside moving mad. See, I always think the problem with them kind of... deals or whatever you want to call it. As soon as Rafa hits a tough spell, the whole Liverpool thing's going to come to the forefront. He's going to have to perform. That's all I would say, man. Why me? Sorry, but Stones and Mings versus Ronaldo and Felix. England might not go past the 16. I mean, listen, people criticize Maguire, but I still think if he's fully fit, he's in this team because, like you said, Mings and Stones... I don't see us winning the tournament with Mings and Stones at the back. No disrespect. Big up Jake Snacks. He said it's transfer torture. It is. It is, Arsenal. You know, we should have done business by now, but it's crazy, man. Chris79 said, welcome back, Big C. Thoughts on the Eriksen incident? Listen, it was awful. One of the worst things I've ever seen on a football pitch. I did see news today that he's been discharged from hospital, so that's fantastic. Hopefully, you know, he's back in good health now and everything's better. Obviously, there are a lot of stories saying he may not play football again. I think in the grand scheme of things, him being alive is the number one thing. And I think it was great the way the whole football community pulled together. It's just a shame that it has to be something so unfortunate for it to happen. But no, listen, Christian Eriksen, I think he's a fantastic player. And, you know, I'm glad he's out of hospital and recovered in that sense. Big on my boy, Franny Green. Yo, I'm just going on. Oh, you're going on your own one. But I thought I'd say bless up everyone and my brother is back. Big up FFTV. Make sure you go and subscribe to his channel as well. Big up Bibek. Said, Curtis, we missed you. Thank you very much, bro. Listen, you know, few days away just to recharge. Now we're going, you know, we're going all out now till the end of the season. Bang. Lots of content, transfer update, everything. Omar said he's been fitted with a device, so he might play football again. Okay, I haven't read too much into these stories. I mean, I'd love to see him play football again, as long as it, you know, won't affect his health in any bad way. So yeah, Christian Eriksen, brilliant player. Big up Adair, he said, big up Big C, I'm from the Netherlands. What do you make of Holland so far? Do you know what? They look good. I've been impressed with a few players. They look like they're conceding a little bit too easy. I suppose Van Dijk leaves a massive hole in any defense. I think if Van Dijk was available, I would have given Holland a better chance. But they look like they're going to concede goals. But they have got goals in them. They're scoring goals, you know. AFTV lost without you. Oh, did they play? They played a game right at the weekend. I didn't think they lost. I thought I heard they drew, apparently. The Watcher said, long time people, bless up from the Jamaican in Trinidad. Big up the Watcher. Italy looks like they'll make a deep run. They're playing well, man. They're a team that weren't backed by too many. Rion said, Curtis, Ben White is the new Van Dijk. I wouldn't go that far, bro. I do rate him. I think people are comparing him to John Stones, not Van Dijk. Amazing news that Eriksen's alive, of course, man. You know, that could have been a disaster. Tim Smith said Spurs losing Fonseca. Jeez, do you know what? Again, this is what I'm saying. I haven't really watched too much that's been happening. When I left, it was like Fonseca's 48 hours away from deal being done. I'm then seeing Fonseca's collapsed. The deal's, collapsed. Should I say, sorry, he hasn't collapsed. The deal's collapsed. Then I was reading Gattuso. Gattuso wanted the Fiorentina manager about a month ago, and he just got the job. He's been sacked. Then Gattuso doesn't go. Tottenham's mad. I think we can all apply for that job right now. It's just like a job at Tesco's right now. Just throw your CV and you'll get an interview. Tottenham even bottling the manager. Just pick the manager you want and go grab him, man. What's going on? No one wants that job. Yeah, it's the history of the Tottenham, as they say. Big up Marshall, big up Big C. It's going to be an entertaining game. Your prediction, Ack. Let's look at the teams. I'll tell you what, let's look at the teams. And then I want your predictions. I'll give you my prediction as well. Let's start with the England team. As you can see it by the picture, Reece James is recalled. He comes into the side ahead of Kyle Walker. So Jordan Pickford retains his place in goal. One of the two changes are the fullbacks. Luke Shaw comes in for Trippier, which I think is deserved. I didn't understand why Trippier played left back ahead of Luke Shaw and Ben Chilwell. For me, one of those two has to play. And of course, Harry Maguire is back on the bench but doesn't start. Reece James comes in for Kyle Walker. So back four of James at right back, Shaw at left back with John Stones, and Tyrone Mings retains his place at centre back. In midfield, Declan Rice and Calvin Phillips. I thought Calvin Phillips was fantastic in the last game. Those two in the pivot in midfield. Mason Mount in the 10 with Sterling and Foden out wide. No Bukayo Saka on the bench, which is interesting. But listen, hopefully he gets an opportunity in the next game against Czech Republic. D. Guna said, big up, yo, how are you doing, Curtis? Where you been, man? Yeah, just a short break away, man. I'm back now, content in full effect now. Big up my boy Cruz in the comments as well. Come on, England, 3-1 to England. Good prediction, man. I can see it. I saw Reece a lot this season. Defensively, very underrated. Yeah, I think so as well. I actually think he's better than Kyle Walker. I think Kyle Walker's a bit dodgy for England and a bit wasteful in possession. I actually think Reece James is a better fullback than him. I know a lot of people saying Reece James is more of a wing back than an actual right back, but I just like him. I like him. I think he's a top quality right back. Omar said 3-1 to England. Big up Jonathan. He said, man, like Big C back again, back in the cup, bro. Back ready to get down to business. Big season ahead. Excited for it. You need the little break just to revitalize, recharge the batteries. Now we go. And like I said, there will be more streams as well in terms of the Euros now. It won't just be the England games. Aaron Ramsey to do a job for Arsenal again, not for me. Listen, I think he's a good player. I just think his time came and went. Let him go somewhere else. Cammy said 2-1 England. We are, 10 minutes from kickoff. Tom said, big up Curtis, big up Tom. Marcelo, Brazilian supporting the Scots. Oh, that's a naughty one, that. Joshua said Scotland will beat England 1-0. With Sterling, it's like playing with 10 men. I mean, listen, I know it's been a week now, but I remember this comment. In the end, you were saying, let's give Sterling some credit, man. The man got the goal, you know what I'm saying, in a very important game. If England win today, they're through. So, listen, we have to big him up. Let's just zoom in on the bench, because obviously last time as well, it was quite controversial. So, I'm just trying to figure out who has missed out this time. So, the bench is Maguire, Grealish. I know a lot of people wanted Grealish to start. Jordan Henderson, Rashford, Trippier, Ramsdale, Cody, Sancho, Calvert-Lewin, Chilwell, Johnston, and Jude Bellingham. I mean, UEFA have got this strange rule that you have to have all 3 goalkeepers in the squad, which is a strange one. So Saka misses out from the bench. I'm just trying to figure out who's the other player that's not on the bench then for England. I'm not even too sure. Put it in the comments if you can see who's the other player that hasn't made the squad. I'm pretty sure they said 2 players had missed out. And of course, Bukayo Saka is not even in the squad, which is a shame. Oh, Ben White. Everything that's remotely linked to Arsenal is just, Saka gets dropped from the squad. And the guy we're on the verge of paying £50 million for gets left out as well. Ishan said, hey, Curtis, I told you last time that Foden plays better on the left wing. I don't know why Southgate doesn't understand. I hope he proves me wrong this time. Maybe you've got a point. I honestly thought Foden was better on the right, cutting inside. I remember I did a Euro show with Franny Green just before the Euros, and I said to him at the time, I wasn't sure whether Foden should start for England, and he couldn't believe it. But when I explained it, and I think we kind of saw that in the first game, for me, Foden is a system player, and I think that Manchester City system gets the best out of him, where I think the way England play, we're not great going forward. We don't play great football and this, that, the other. So I think Foden doesn't look quite as effective. Imperial Rastaman said, Curtis Blood, 40 years of support. If we don't buy Basuma and keep Saliba, I'll lose it. Don't worry, I'll be right there with you, man. And listen, do you know what? The show will be called Arsenal Therapy tomorrow. Check that out, people, man. We've got a lot of Arsenal stuff to talk about because I honestly thought by the time I got back that Arsenal would have signed a player and maybe sold a player, and we haven't done anything. We're being linked with everyone, but we haven't bought anyone. Halby said, what is that Big C? LFC fan here. I miss your content, man. Therapy needed. Saliba going, dictator, Lego head. Big up Halbeast. Like I said, Arsenal Therapy will be back tomorrow in full effect. And we got a lot to talk about, man. We're 3 weeks nearly into June, and Arsenal haven't signed one player and haven't sold one player. Just typical Arsenal, innit? So there's the England squad for this evening's game. No movement, no improvement by Arsenal. It's the usual rubbish, innit? Don't forget, people, download the OneFootball app. I'll step to the side there. Download the OneFootball app. Link is in the description below. Great free app, all the latest news, team news, transfer news. Well, in terms of Arsenal, there ain't really no transfer news, but we are being linked with everyone. We're just not buying anyone at the moment. So link is in the description below. Make sure you download the OneFootball app. People, big up to OneFootball for supporting the channel as well. Big up Infamous from RBS, Kurt. It's good to see you back. I appreciate the support, man. The amount of people that was messaging me like, yo, where are you, man? Where's the content? I was like, listen, people, I'll be back. Don't worry. Do you know what? I was actually kind of hoping there wasn't too much big news while I was away. But I would have liked to have seen Arsenal sign someone, I would have, to be fair. Grealish on the bench again. Big up MO7. He said, big up Big C. Hope you're well, bro. Grealish on the bench again. Important training game this weekend. It's, I don't know what Grealish... I just don't think he really fits into whatever Southgate's system is. I don't get it. Rion James said, Curtis, is Ben White any different from Holding? Do you know what? It's funny because somebody messaged me saying saying that same thing. How much better than Holding is he? Why would you spend 50 million on somebody that you're not sure what kind of an upgrade they are? But I suppose we'll have to see. I can't say wholeheartedly that I've seen enough to make a full-on judgment. I've seen a little bit of him. Tim said, how many away from 27k? Yeah, we're nearly there, I think. I think we need about, what do we need? We need 90 subscribers to hit 27k. Don't forget, people, like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's hit 27k today, man. Let's make it a good England Euros watch along. I hope everyone's having a great Saturday wherever you are. And I'm looking forward to this game, man. Really am. People saying Ben White's quicker, and that's about it. Ben White is really good on the ball. Somebody I know watches Brighton. He was comparing him to John Stones. I mean, I don't know how much that inspires you or not. Let's have a look at the Scotland team. Obviously, Arsenal do have some representation in this game with your boy Kieran Tierney involved. And he starts. He didn't start the first game, but he is involved in this game. So David Marshall in goal, Stephen O'Donnell, and forgive me here because I don't know what team all of these players play for. But Stephen O'Donnell, Andy Robertson is captain, the Liverpool left back. Scott McTominay, Grant Hanley, Kieran Tierney, John McGinn, Callum McGregor, Lyndon Dykes, Shea Adams, Billy Gilmore. Tesco's finest in full effect. And on the bench, they got Gordon, McLaughlin, Christie, Fleck, Cooper, Armstrong, Nisbet, Fraser, Patterson, Hendry, Forrest, McKenna. I mean, I'm really surprised, that Ryan Fraser doesn't start for Scotland. I mean, I haven't seen all of their team, so I don't know who plays ahead of him, but I'm really surprised he doesn't start. England 2-1, what do you think? I'm going to go for 2-0. I'm gonna go for 2-0. I don't think Scotland will score, gotta be honest. I'm going for 2-0. Stevie Ferreira said, Curtis, I know you see me, but never meet my chats. Waste man. Stevie, that's a bit harsh. You know what I mean? And you're getting blocked for that. I would see what I mean. If you didn't put the waste man bit at the end, you would have got your chat read out. We would have just kept it moving. You know what I'm saying, bro? Don't get angry, man. It's the weekend. Just relax. I try and read as many comments as I can, people. Big up, Loz Incredible. He said, Big C, where you been at, my G? We need your insight on the madness going on at Arsenal. Bro, Arsenal therapy going to be lit tomorrow, man. Boy, when I'm reading that Saliba could be on his way out, I'm sorry, but yo, nah, I'm not accepting that. Man can't come to Arsenal for 27 mil. And not get one appearance in the first team and you're just selling the man. I don't get it. Yeah, man is sending for you. You know what I'm saying? Man's only just come back and man's sending for man. I was going to read the man's comment as well, Can't wait for the rant. Oh, man. Do you know what? I'm going to be totally honest with you. I've almost been happy not to talk too much about Arsenal because you realize sometimes how stressful Arsenal are. Like, why is nothing ever straightforward? When you want a player, sign the player. Do you know what I mean? Everything is bid rejected, and I thought Xhaka would have been gone by now, But the man's still here. Yeah, game about to start. 3 minutes till kickoff, people. Big up Martin Hunter. He said, geez, my man Big C can't take a few days off. Hey, man. No days off from now, though, people. We'll be working right through till the end of the season now. Recharge the batteries and we're good to go, man. Xhaka ain't leaving. He better, man. He better. It's obvious that Arteta doesn't like Saliba on a personal attitude level. I kind of hear where you're going with that. Wu-Tang said, good to have you back. Thank you very much, bro. Appreciate that. Curtis Arsenal are a basket case. They're lunatics, bro. Serious. Sang Tai said, Scotland and England, who will win? I'm going for 2-0. 2-0 to England. Babby said, hello, Curtis. Since I found your channel, I've been a firm follower. Keep it up, my man. Big up. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support. Big up, my boy, Cruz. I'm going to watch it. Enjoy the game. And what did you go for? 3-1? I'm going 2-0. I'm going 2-0. I'm going 2-0 to England. Sammy said they have agreed 20 million plus add-ons for Xhaka. Yo, listen, Sammy, I really hope that's right, man. I want that guy gone. James said Arteta has a serious attitude problem, unfit manager. I agree with that. Irfan said, hello, Curtis, biggest fan. Hey, big up, Irfan. Thank you for supporting. Who's this Kane fella? He looks like an Arsenal fan. I mean, it's crazy for me to have Harry Kane on the green screen, In fact, when I look at I've got Maguire, United. I got Kane at Spurs, Foden at City, and Reece James at Chelsea. Not one Arsenal player on there. Pep Teta in the building. Big up, bro. Hope you're good. Curtis, I hope Kane scores and Pickford keeps a clean sheet for my fantasy league. Oh, man, my fantasy league's been going bad. I need to make transfers, man. I'm all over the place. Big up to everyone who's involved in in our Euros fantasy league, man. I'm having a stinker. Although I did get a few points from Belgium with Kevin De Bruyne goal and assist and Lukaku. But nah, man, my team ain't going too well. It's really not. I was about 150 out of 250, so it's definitely not going well. We've got the timer back on the stream sorted today. I actually didn't have it on the last one. So I'm going for 2-0 England. Last minute predictions, get them in. I think England will beat Scotland. We know England will have a lot of quality. I think they'll have a lot of the ball. Scotland will be very passionate, but I just don't think they've got the quality to win. So then, I'm 11th. Wow, you're having a great time. The players are now taking the knee. I just wanted to turn it up to see if they boo it. No, I can't hear no boos, to be honest, but I haven't got it turned up too loud. So maybe I couldn't hear it. Big game. Big game. And there we go. We're underway, people. Shea Adams gets us underway. Scotland kickoff. It's amazing. I actually played against Shea Adams in non-league football years ago. And he was a midfielder, attacking midfielder. And he got a move to Sheffield United, which he deserved. He was a young player, done really well. Got a move to Sheffield United and started banging goals in. Went to Birmingham. And obviously they put him up front. And he just kept, banging goals in for Birmingham. And then got the move to Southampton. He's done really well for himself. Now he's leading the line for Scotland in the Euros, man. Big up to Shea Adams. Andrew Gasser, the sheep, says it's a 2-0 to the Three Lions. Yeah, man, big up the sheep and big up Andrew. Yeah, I'm going 2-0 to England, man. Paul said 2-1 England. Joseph, 3-0 to England. Tom says 5-1 to England. Tim Smith said 1-0 England. Mo7, 3-2 Big C to England. Ababaya said 3-1 to England. Jamar 2-1. Omar 3-1 Scotland. Crazy if that happens. Let's have a look. Robertson hat-trick. Mason Mount, Billy Goatmore. Big Chelsea fan, I'm assuming. 4-0 England. 3-2 England. I just can't see England conceding, but you never know. I suppose Mings and Stones are not amazing up front. Show boring 1-0 to England. Sib said, show us the pea-stained Arsenal kit. Bro, I ain't gone nowhere near it. Do you know what? I actually saw it in a shop, and I'm not even overly keen on it. Even if I was buying kits right now, I think it's okay. But, yeah, I'm not massively struck on it. And like you said, man, when man ain't signed a player, I've got no interest. 24.5 million, a good deal for Tomori to AC Milan. Great deal. Honestly, if I was his agent, I'd be like, how on earth has this guy not made the England squad? He's just qualified for the Champions League with AC Milan and can't get in the England squad. You got man like Connor Cody, mid-table at Wolves, getting in over him. It's just mad. I don't get it. Big up Ramsey said, miss Big C, man. Don't worry, people. I'm back in the building now. We go straight through to the end of the season. Tierney goal with the winner. I think Tierney actually plays centre-back for Scotland. With Robertson like down the left. Goal kick there to Scotland. Phillips tried to get around Hanley. Infamous mom. Curtis, you came back as soon as the weather went bad. Yo, what kind of weather is this? June, mid to late June, hammering down with rain, man. I don't know what's going on. Portugal, Germany tomorrow. Yeah, I'm on that. I'm on that game, Omar. I'm on it. I've always been a big fan of CR7, man. So, yeah, I'll cover that game. And obviously, England, I believe, if England win their group, I think England get a team out of that group. Because I've seen people saying that England should purposely lose their last game so they finish runners-up. Anton said, people stop saying England is going to win because they're not going to win, and I want them to win. Fair enough. Wembley looking like Fort Pot. Oh, here comes Scotland. Adams. Oh, shots blocked. That was a great pullback there. Oh, dangerous there. Dangerous. Abhinav said England to face Germany in the round of 16. That was great play by Scotland. Good little 1-2 there. Pulled back. Adams about the penalty spot, unmarked, just to the right of the penalty spot. Tried to whip it into that far corner, and it was blocked by John Stones. Portugal look better than Germany. Oh, Shea Adams again. Lays out to the edge of the box. Oh, no, it's cleared by Pickford. Yeah, Portugal, I thought, looked decent the other day. But Germany still have quality, but they obviously lost the first game to France, but they did do well in the second half. England is like Arsenal. It's the hope we are, for real. 1 minute it's coming home, and the next minute they're out, you know. Lots of states over. Hot in the US. Jeez, man, you're lucky, man. It's been hot for a while here, and then now it's just gone mad. Madison or Grealish? Listen, I'll be honest, I like Grealish more. But I know Arsenal are being linked with Madison, and I would take him. I do like Madison. Don't get me wrong. Do you know what? I don't agree with your comment. Although part of me thinks it's become a little bit tokenism now. But explain to me a reason why you don't think they should take the knee. Sean said, Big C reports Hakimi to Chelsea is in advanced talks. Another player Arsenal were linked to. It's so frustrating. So frustrating. You know, a guy that Arsenal blatantly need. Arsenal need him more than Chelsea do. You know, we're desperate for a right back or a right wing back. Chelsea got Reece James, and they're going to spend maybe 50, 60 mil, you know. Jake said 96 Fahrenheit. That's some serious weather, bro. It's probably, what is it here? 15 degrees and hammering down with rain. Melbourne, big up Curtis Shaw, wherever you've been. Quick holiday, bro. Back in the mix now. Nah, I can't show the game, you know, David, unfortunately, bruv. Thoughts on Andre Silva to Arsenal if they sell Lacazette? I mean, he had a great season last year. Let's see how that goes. I haven't seen Arsenal link with him, though, to be honest. Big John McGinn or Declan Rice? John McGinn's silkier, let's be honest. He's way silkier. Declan Rice, as I've said before, not being disrespectful, I think Declan Rice is a decent player, but I think he's overrated, you know. I've seen him linked with £75 million moves. I just don't see it. I think he's a decent holding midfielder, young, good on the ball, but I think they gas him up a little bit too much. 34, 35 Celsius here in Texas every day for the past week. You're lucky, man. Torbatov. Curtis, you see Isaac for Sweden, good player. Yeah, Arsenal being linked with him. Although they are saying 70 million, so I'll be surprised. Free kick to Arsenal. Arsenal, sorry. Oh, my days. Arsenal on the brain. Free kick to England. Foden and Mount standing over it. Mount whips it in at the near post. It's flicked on, goes straight to the keeper. Thoughts on Ben White? Decent player. I think we're paying too much for him if we pay 50 mil. Yo, Ramsey, man. Yeah, Arsenal, man. Arsenal's like the nightmare you can't shake. You know what I mean? Can't shake them off, man. Please, just give us a good summer, man. Sign some proper players. You know what I mean, Omar? Arsenal, man, always at the forefront of the mind. Come on, Kane, score a goal. Yeah, it's the only time we'll ever be supporting Harry Kane in it is during the tournaments. Kent says, come on, Haggis power. Nick it 1-0. Listen, Scotland should be going for this. They've got a free kick here just by the byline. Obviously, Croatia and Czech Republic drew 1-1 earlier today. So if Scotland win this game, you know, they go up to third place and they'll be in with a chance of finishing second if they could get a result. Free kick to Scotland. Now, Wembley's not full. 22,000 fans there. Ball whipped in, headed away by Mings. 22,000 fans in the stadium, so it's about a quarter of the way full. Freedom said 59 Fahrenheit here. Jeez, that's some proper weather. Don't have the power. Why can't you use that 50 mil on Basuma and Max Aarons? It's crazy, isn't it? Anything that makes sense, Arsenal won't do it. You know, if it makes sense, they won't go anywhere near it. It's raining, so Scotland feel at home. Yeah, Tierney's probably in a vest and a t-shirt, loving it. G Money, if Ben White is coming in, I better see Holding out the door. You can't tell me Saliba doesn't deserve a chance. he's being disrespected by Arteta. It's criminal. It's true. It's true. Ben White surely should be the upgrade on Rob Holding, you know, and Saliba's given a chance, but he'll probably go the other way around. Our Maddison could be brilliant. I mean, I wouldn't expect Arsenal to get them both. I'd love them to, but I just wouldn't expect it. Sidney said, Curtis, I really love the passion of Bale for Wales, such an underappreciated player. I mean, I call him Gareth Wales. He's about half their team, to be honest. Although I thought Ramsey did well the other day. I've tried to watch the odd game while away. Obviously, I saw Bale miss the penalty. Ramsey, great goal. And Bale got 2 assists. Not liking the way Leicester are signing player after player. Come on, Chelsea, show them who's the boss. Listen, Abhinav, you ain't got to panic, bro. Your team's got the Champions League trophy sitting in the trophy cabinet, man. I'm sure Chelsea will spend at some stage in the summer. I'm more worried about Arsenal, bro. We just finished 8th. I was hoping we'd already dropped 80 million by this point of the window. We're probably going to panic buy on the last day of the window again. Big up Alvin. He said, hey, Curtis, how are you, bro? I'm at work and showing it on the big screen. Big up for your support as always, bro. Pablo Frescobar, we never spend wisely. Nah, we don't. Here's Foden. 2 on the edge of the box. Think Mount should have hit that. Tries to bend it. It's a corner. Corner to England. Big up Kasim. He said, big up Big C. Always glad you're back, bro. Mod me up. Hey, yeah, look at it, man. I don't mind if people want to be mods. I don't like having too many mods at the same time. You know, you don't need too many if the mods you've got are on job. But I'll look at it, Kasim. I appreciate the super chat, bruv. Spurs bottled another manager. I mean, they've gone from like Conte, that for me was a big worry. I was unhappy with that. And then now, you know, they can't even get Gattuso. Corner to England, whipped in, free header, off the post! Off the post! I think it was John Stones. Wow, unmarked. Unmarked from the corner and hits the post. Great chance for England. The ball goes out for a throw-in. It was John Stones. Great ball whipped in. Omar said only one mod allowed in here. Mason Mount whipped it in. Stones was unmarked. You know what? He should score. He's 6 yards out, 7 yards out, unmarked. He's got to score that. Hits the inside of the post and comes back out. You have to score that. It's a great opportunity. Even the rebound nearly came back to him. Just got to guide it into the far corner. Saliba accidentally walked past Arteta because he didn't know who was the boss. I said, who are you? Aren't you that former midfielder who weren't that good at Arsenal? Oh, dear. Great delivery, Money Mace. Is that what you, man, call Mason Mount? Yeah, Money Mace. Yeah, Abramovich won't let all that money burn a hole in his pocket now. He'll just drop, 150 million towards the end. Maguire would have buried that. He is good in the air, I'm not going to lie. Sterling in the penalty area, running at McTominay, whips it! Oh! Put wide by Money Mace, as you call him. It came at him quickly. It was a difficult one, but Sterling there nicks the ball off McTominay. Too slow on the ball. Runs at him into, nutmegs in with a pass, and Mount can't quite guide it in. Lovely little nutmeg cross from Sterling. Just hits the inside of Mason Mount's foot and goes wide. England should be winning. Money Mace, I'm telling you, man. That weren't really Money Mace there, Kasim said, always, brother, what's going on with Arsenal? Shambles of a club. Like I said, people, man, Arsenal therapy will be back in full effect tomorrow, man. We got a lot to talk about. Abhinav, just for what you said, Curtis, playing with Sterling, it's like playing with 11 men. He gets a lot of slander, Sterling, man, but you got to look at the guy, what he's done the last few years. Ooh, Scotland were nearly in. Pickford got it. The guy's produced over the last few years, man. You don't survive under Pep for that many years unless, you're a very good player. Man said Arsenal therapist. Yeah, something like that, bro. Money Mace. I'm telling you. Man said Pony Mace. Money waste. Curtis, the commentary bias by Dean Saunders on TalkSport during the Turkey-Wales game was out of this world, gassing up Wales like Brazil. I think I actually tweeted that I was watching it and I think it was Robbie Savage. The bias was unbelievable. Yeah, I swear he had the full Welsh kit on with shin pads and boots and everything. Switch Flow said Curtis is a baller. Yeah, used to be. Still ticking over, but you know. Ramsey said, Big C, that therapy got to be 2 hours, brother. You be missed. Hey, big up Ramsey, man. Yeah, we'll do a long show tomorrow, man. We'll break it down, man. There's a lot been going on. Coutinho on deadline day, you could see it. 250 grand a week, you know what I mean? Tierney close to a new 5-year deal. Yeah, good news. Good news. We need him. We need him to stay. I'm seeing people on Twitter saying they played the music to drown out the booze during the knee. Is that true or not? Do you know what, LG? I don't. I can't have the volume up, so I can't. I can't hear it. I tried to turn it up a bit, but I couldn't hear it. Sterling is on fire. He's doing all right. Curtis, dark horses more like dark donkeys. Who did I call the dark horses again? I've actually forgot, you know. Have I called out someone who's rubbish? Sahenda said, I need you to make it make sense tomorrow, Big C. Listen, I'll try my best, man. But like I said, nothing with Arsenal really makes sense, does it? That's the problem, you know. I'll try and make it make sense, but I'm looking forward to that show, actually. I got a lot to say. Oh, was it Turkey? Oh, yeah. Oh, man. And they lost both games as well. Do you know why I think I called them dark horses? I see them. Did they beat Holland or something just before the tournament? And I saw them. I thought, wow, they look good, man. They've been absolutely terrible. So, yeah, whoa, I got that one badly wrong, to be honest. Yeah. Oh, I see. I heard Turkish was going mad. I see a little clip of him shouting. Don't do it to yourself, man. You got another season of Arsenal stress coming up, man. Just use the summer to relax. You know what I mean? It's like Jamaica. When Jamaica qualify for a tournament, I don't get too angry, man. I'm just happy that they're there. That's what Turkish has got to do, man. Just be happy that Turkey qualified and enjoy them being there. With all the stress of Arsenal, man, you don't need international stress as well, you know? Drew said, I'm starting to like Mings. It's one of them, innit? Sometimes you got to remember, because I don't think Tyrone Mings is great, but sometimes players look a lot better with better players around them. You got to remember, Aston Villa are a mid-table team. You put him around these better players, Tyrone Mings might be a revelation. You know what I mean? Yeah, just vibes, man. Just vibe. You know, have a drink, relax, enjoy watching your team, man. You can't let that emotion run into you. Harry Kane just doing nothing. Yeah, well, that first game, he was really bad. He hardly touched the ball. Foden could be in. Brings it down. Foden! Oh, my days. He puts it wide. Oh, he's offside. It was an amazing takedown. Shea Adams has been very good. Listen, he's improved his game a heck of a lot. And I'm not just saying that because when he was younger, you could see he had the talent to go on and make it professional. But, you know, to become a striker, and he's a big guy, strong. He's done really well, man. Who will score today? I reckon, who am I going to go for? I went 2-0. I think Sterling's going to score again. Let's have a look. Lewis Kelly. Big up, Curtis. Hope you're well, bro. What's your prediction for the game? I'm going 2-0 England. Saka better than Foden, says Tom. Your thoughts? I did say before the tournament that Foden, I feel like this England team will not get the best out of him. He'll be played more like a right winger. We need a Gascoigne goal. Yeah, that Gascoigne goal, man. Saka would have scored that. Saka's finishing ain't actually that great, to be honest. I didn't know you were Jamaica. Come on, man. That's the roots, bruv. Come on. Barnes is better than Saka, man saying. Leicester fan. Very biased, though. Shavi said, what would be your front four for Arsenal next season? I mean, Pepe. I think you got to go Pepe, Saka, Aubameyang, and a new number 10. Give me Maddison. I'll take that. I will take Maddison because he's got goals in him. If we had Maddison, Saka, Pepe, Aubameyang, I think that's a good front four. and then get a new proper midfield partner next to Thomas Partey, and you've got half a chance of, challenging for top 4. Whether we're good enough to get it remains to be seen under this manager. Samuel said, are you going to do Copa America? I might do. I saw there was some games last night, Brazil, and I think Colombia played. I may start doing that, to be honest, as well. Curtis, is Maddison a winger or a playmaker? I think he can play both. I like him in the 10 role, personally. Corner to England's headed away. Scotland will try and counter-attack now. Oh, McGinn, was he fouled? No, the ref don't give it. What do you reckon of Lokonga? I mean, listen, I'm not gonna. I haven't seen too much of him. Obviously, we'll go into greater detail on him tomorrow. I believe he's in the Belgium squad. And I was also hearing, it's Lokonga, sorry. I was also hearing that Thierry Henry recommended him. Because obviously I think he's the assistant manager of the Belgium national team, and apparently this guy's been recommended to Arsenal. So we'll have to see. Another bid has been rejected, so let's see. Lokonga looks a real talent. Yeah, apparently 4 teams are in for him, including Bayern Munich. Curtis, why was Maddison not in the England squad? Discipline or Southgate not a fan? I think both. I've never got the impression Southgate wanted him, really. I think he wants people who are a bit more hard-working. I think Mount works a bit harder than Maddison, but I do like Maddison. And the thing is, Leicester do tend to sell a player the last few summers for big money. And with his discipline problems and the fact Leicester kind of did well at times as well when Maddison wasn't in the team, Leicester may look here and think, you know what, if you can get 60 million for him, maybe they'll let him go, They've let Chilwell go, Maguire, you've seen players leave them the last few years. Maddison was injured, okay, fair enough. Who is this ref? I don't know who this ref is. Foul there by Stones on Dykes. Never heard of that Lyndon Dykes. I don't know who he plays for. Pablo said, we got rid of our scouts just to be recommended youth players like Lokonga, typical Arsenal. Sacked all them scouts in the summer. Which is a bit crazy, isn't it? He broke like COVID rules or something with a few other players, I heard. Sidn't saying won't sell Maddison unless 75 mil. He's not worth that much. Surely he got to be 56, probably 60 mil. Shot by Tierney, just over the crossbar. The Champions League final ref, brilliant ref this one. Is this the Champions League one? Tierney hit that volley with his right foot. Favourite ref of all time? I think Colina's the most famous, isn't he? Is it Colina? From when the referee makes the front of a Pro Evolution game, you're a beast, mate. You know what I mean? Arteta to play Maddison at centre-back. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. False 9 business, someone just said as well. I can't find that comment, but yeah. Someone said, you should call your Euro Fantasy team Dark Horses. I know. Do you know what? It's funny when you lot were saying that. I was thinking, who did I actually call the Dark Horses? I thought it was Italy I called the Dark Horses. But nah, man, that's the problem with the internet, innit? With YouTube. You say something, you can't get out of it. Yeah, Turkey, man. They're definitely no dark horses. Watching Madders at Arsenal would make me sick. I think he'd do bits there as well. I personally think that Leicester would sell him at the right price. I just think the discipline, the fact that they kind of operated without him for spells this season will probably make Brendan Rodgers think, he's a good player, but do Leicester really need him? Could they get the money and replace him with someone else to do a different job? That's what I'm kind of saying in that regard. Maddison 70 million. I mean, listen, you get bumped though. You got to think if we're on the verge of paying 50 million for Ben White, a centre back with 1 cap for England and 1 full Premier League season under his belt, then an attacking midfielder from Leicester who's been involved with England a couple of times, he's going to cost more than that. So I think you're looking at 60 to 70 for for Maddison. Although I have heard them linked with Ainsley Maitland-Niles, so I would potentially try and get him in the deal and reduce the price. Mason Mount looks for Sterling over the top in a good position here. Oh, McTominay tackles him. Does well there. Little Manchester City Man United rivalry, and he wins the throw-in as well, McTominay. Game started quite slow. Ab said, remember, English tax going to apply. That's the thing. Leicester lost a lot of points without Maddison. Fair enough. Curtis, we can play a midfielder, Tillemans and Didi and Samari. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. He might not want a number 10. A lot of teams are actually going away from number 10s and playing with a three-man midfield, kind of like our Liverpool play. So, yeah, if they're bringing Samari in or Samori, however you pronounce it, they may think him and Didi and Tillemans as a midfield three. He's strong enough. And if they get Patson Dakar and they've got Iheanacho, they got Harvey Barnes, they got Vardy, they got plenty for the front three. So I think at the right price, they would let Maddison go, honestly. I really do. But as I said, we'll talk about that tomorrow. Netherlands have goals in them. Yeah, they got some good players. Obviously, Memphis and is it Gravenberch, is it? Well, I'm not sure if he's played yet. They got good players. I just don't think their defense is good enough to win it. They look like they're going to concede. Sean said, call me crazy, but Maddison and Hakimi, and we are ready for top four. It's not even that tough to do. Well, Hakimi, I think, is going to go Chelsea or PSG. But I get your point. We don't need loads of players. We just need players who can make a significant difference. Like I said, don't always look for the cheaper option. Cormac said, why Arsenal such mugs when buying players? How come they can't pick up some quality in France or across Europe? Yeah, they're just not good at picking these kind of players out, man. And like I said, when Konate is going to Liverpool for 35 mil, super highly rated young French centre-back who's been playing Champions League, and we're on the verge of paying 50 mil for a guy who's had one season in the Prem, in a team that's finished, fifth from bottom. Just seems a bit overpriced to me. But listen, hopefully I'm proved wrong and he's a revelation. I think we know Arteta wants a ball-playing centre-back. Harry Kane loses the ball there, looking for a free kick, doesn't get it. I have to say England, they've gone a bit quiet in the last 10-15 minutes. Scotland starting to get a bit of the ball. Tierney whips it in. Or was that Robertson? I think it was Tierney, actually. Goes straight to Pickford. Lily's bankrupt. We could have looted them. Yeah, I'm telling you. They're getting rid of so many players. They're saying Renato Sanchez could be available. I think they got Jonathan David, is it, who's linked a few times. They got obviously Samare. They got players. They've just won the league. Even Leon, they're short of players. Money, I mean. Obviously, Memphis Depay's gone Barca. They need to sell. Thoughts on France v Bum Sniffer? Do you know what? I didn't watch the whole game, so I couldn't tell you. I saw Pogba and Kante doing bits in the first half. Second half, I didn't see much of it, but I heard Germany grew into the game in the second half. Here comes Scotland down the left, and Reece James shields it out for a goal kick to England. Reece James has cut off the plats. Man's come back with a high top. Reggie said, remember, we have to balance having homegrown players or we will have a smaller squad. Yeah, because we haven't got Europe, the squad will have to be smaller. Jonathan David will be a top quality in a few years. And again, they're saying he could be available. We got Hassam. He said, how's it going, man? Yeah, I'm good, bro. Hope you're good. Cormac, do still rate Depay. I'm not convinced. I think he's all right. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think he's top level. But I just think on a free transfer, he's somebody we could have looked at. But I think Barca, once Ronald Koeman was staying, he was always going to stay there. Could we win the Euros? Could, but I don't think we will. But listen, you never know. We need some luck. Even when Portugal won it a few years ago, they weren't great. Ball whipped in, Harry Kane. Oh, he heads it wide. I think he could be offside there. Great ball whipped in. It bounced and he headed wide. He was stretching a little bit there. Great ball in by Reece James. Was he offside? Probably just offside. But yeah, in terms of England, they'll need a lot of luck. When Portugal won it, I don't think anybody thought they were going to win it. They had a fairly good run to the final and won in extra time, I think we need to avoid a few of these big boy players. But yeah, great ball in there from Reece James. As I said, I think he's a better right back than Kyle Walker in terms of England as well. Again, Walker, you don't have that same system that Man City give you, man. Caps, big up real captain, man. Say, good evening, Curtis. Hope you had a good holiday. Yeah, much needed break, bro. Ready to just bang out the content now. Excited for the season ahead. And obviously the Euros. I'm going to get more into the Euros, more watch-alongs now as well. And Arsenal therapy will be back tomorrow due to the fact we still haven't signed anyone or sold anyone. Clive said, Curtis, do you think we'll sign Maddison or is it paper talk? I think we are interested in him, but I'm not convinced it will happen. I got to be honest. Oh, Tierney does Reece James. I remember him doing that. Oh, shot for Scotland. Saved by Pickford and headed wide by Shea Adams. Wow. That is decent, that. Great ball in the way. There's me bigging up Reece James, and then Tierney just turns him. I remember him doing that for Arsenal against Reece James, and I think we got a penalty in the home win. Gets on his left foot and cuts back inside onto that right foot. O'Donnell with a nice volley there. Good save by Pickford and headed wide by Shea Adams in the rebound. That'll give Scotland some confidence for sure. England are kind of gone within themselves a little bit now. They're not really dominating, creating much chances. Sean said, Big C, what is your realistic transfer window knowing Arsenal? I've just got a feeling it will be underwhelming in some sort of way. We'll get someone on loan or I don't know. We're a strange team when it comes to the transfer market. We really are. Yes, Pickford. I've said many times, Pickford for Everton. Don't rate him. Pickford for England, I think he's decent. And I just think different players perform different with a better team around them. Like I said, Tyrone Mings, I'm not his biggest fan. So far, he's looked better. I'm not going to give him too much praise because no disrespect. Scotland and Croatia, we haven't played against elite strikers yet. Put him up against Benzema and Mbappe or, Ronaldo or players like that. I'm sure we'll see a different questions asked of him, but he's done well so far. Big hair Pickford seems different. Yeah, I don't know where he's going with that trim. Big up Springer, he said, these men are playing like they got the spirit of William Wallace in there. I'm scared, but they're up for it. Scotland, I don't know if anyone saw the videos today on social media, but the Scottish fans were taking over central London today, man. Thousands of Scotland fans singing and dancing and drinking. They were enjoying themselves, man. They've got a good fan base. They say we got 250 million to spend. Maybe on Football Manager, bro. Not in real life. We ain't got 250 in real life. I'm telling you that. Maybe 250 grand, but we ain't got 250 mil. Arsenal need a right back, centre mid, cam, and back up left back. Yeah, 100%. We haven't done one of them yet. You think this window will be any different? No, I don't. I honestly don't. Curtis, have you any Irish connections? We're in tough times. We blew a chance in the play. I've got friends from there. No family as far as I know. Basuma and White. I mean, everyone. If I'd have said to every Arsenal fan at the start of the season, right, tell me a couple of players that you would take from Brighton, I think most people would have said Basuma number one. And maybe you might have said Lamptey number two because we need the right back as well. And Arsenal go there for Ben White at £50 million. I mean, don't get me wrong. I can see why he likes him because you can see how much Arsenal play out from the back that they need a ball-playing centre-back because they try and do it with Holding, but he's not good enough. Mason Mount, I don't know. Since that brother called him Money Mace in the chat, the man's gone to kick the ball and just shanked it into the penalty area. People saying Trossard, yeah, he's not bad. He's not a bad player. All this Foden hype, not for me, going missing as usual. Listen, I said it before, good player. This England system, I don't believe we'll get the best out of him. And I stand by it. I think Sancho would be better off on the right. Sterling, now that is poor. He should have brought that down. And there you go, Matt. I've been dissing him. He just played a great ball. You got to bring that down. Ah, Raheem, that's poor, man. Didn't even get his foot on it. Put his foot up to control it. The ball just bounced out and went out. Could have been in a good position there, man. 250 million pesos, yeah, not pounds. Trossard is underrated. Baller, he is decent. Greg says, regards from Port of Ilu. Apologies if I've said it wrong, bro. Peru, South America. Big up, Greg, for your support. Saliba is a ball-playing centre-back. We've got a manager that don't like him, unfortunately. Foden, ball over the top. There's no way Kane is getting that. 250 million in shirt sales. Yeah, probably, you know. Sweden and Finland have started well. Big up my Nordic brothers. Yeah, big up Thomas from Norway. Yeah, they're doing well. They've looked half decent. Surprised. Get Sterling out. He should have done better there, man. Cyrus said England are ish. Even Jamaica could beat Scotland, and our manager plays the goalkeeper on the right. Oh, dear me. Listen, Scotland, you know Scotland are going to be up for it. It's not a normal game. Honestly, as a Chelsea fan, I'd take Saliba if you guys don't rate him, says Jeffrey. Listen, Arsenal fans rate Saliba. It's just our lunatic manager don't rate him for some reason. Yet Rob Holding gets a new contract for 4 years. You know, I'll try and make it make sense. Can Arteta get top 10? Top 10, you know? Is that what we've become? I'm sure he can stumble into the top 10 somewhere. The reason the 250 million budget may be true is, remember, they just took out a loan for an undisclosed amount. I'm sure that wouldn't have been taken out for transfers. Maybe part of it, but I don't think all of it. No creativity. Southgate is awful. I mean, the thing is, he's got Foden, he's got Mount, he's got Sterling. He's got a wing, a fullback in Reece James that's got a great delivery. I just don't think they're playing that well. Kieran Tierney's on the floor holding his leg. Foden's fouled it. I tell you the one thing about Kieran Tierney, man. He just gives me Jack Wilshere vibes that the guy can just get injured all the time. That's one thing I really don't like about Kieran Tierney. Doesn't matter how good a footballer you are. If you're injury prone, it's a problem. Congratulations, Curtis. Arsenal are top of the table. Alphabetical order, yeah. We're top. No games played. It's probably the only time we will be for the whole season, you know. And Holding getting the armband. Zach said, see, Curtis, mark my words, we're spending big. I hope you're right. I really hope you're right. I don't want to be right. I hope we go and splash 200 million. Thoughts on Isaac, Swedish striker? Decent, but 70 mil, not for me. But he is a decent player. Come on, Sterling. Money Mace gave you a great ball. That was a great ball. He should have brought that down. I don't know what he was doing. Tierney melting again. I don't know what it is with this guy. Always looks like he's going to get injured. Which is a worry, man, because same thing we say with Jack Wilshere, same thing we said with Rosicky, Abu Diab. Sterling again miscontrols it. He's got all kinds of slander coming his way, man. I'm telling you. You lot aren't going to forgive him. It's like playing with 10 men, he'll be saying in the chat. Right. Challenging for the title, only counting data after Christmas. Yeah. Arsenal will be top since the start of April or something when the season finishes in May. It's a corner to Scotland, and this is where they'll be dangerous. This is where they would have certainly looked at this game and thought, this is where they can trouble England. Corner to Scotland. Arsenal spending big here. It just doesn't go hand in hand. Curtis, how is that UEFA fantasy going? Bro, I'm having a nightmare. I'm about 180th out of 250. Imagine setting up a league and then you can't even get in the top 100. I need to make transfers. A long way to go, man. Surely I'll make the top 100. And apparently, yeah, I actually forgot. But apparently I called Turkey dark horses. Maybe I meant dark donkeys, not horses. I'm not saying anything about Sterling. Yeah, listen, maybe he'll score the winner again. Corner to Scotland, whipped in. Pickford comes and punches out, does well there. Sterling gets it. Can England catch them on the break? Sterling finds Foden. He's looking for Sterling. He ain't going to get that. Tierney's quick enough to get there. Goes back to the keeper. That's what we get when we use mediocre coaches. 100%. 100%. Oh, is the league code. The thing is, you'll be miles behind now, though. I will put it in the description for anyone that still want to join. It's just now, obviously, you'll be a long, long way behind. England are playing so slow. This is like watching Arsenal, says Liam O'Donnell. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to escape the boring, slow football. I want to see good football. Yeah, maybe we'll do a little giveaway for whoever wins it, because that is pretty impressive if you can win a league out of like 250. I will put the code in the description at halftime and the link for anybody that wants to join, although it is a bit late. LG said, I didn't do the UEFA Fantasy because I can't put my favourite player in. Absolute travesty. Southgate didn't take Maitland-Niles over Sterling. Just think at the start, middle of this season, Ainsley was getting picked in the England squads. Goes on loan, gets relegated and dropped from the England squad. It's not the most successful loan ever, is it? Let's be honest. Yeah, LG, man. What are you going to do when Ainsley leaves, man? All that slander you've been giving him. Do you know? Oh, Southgate and Arteta must be classmates. Yeah, they both didn't learn much. Narish, do you know the CR7 Coca-Cola issue? No, I don't. I'm not sure. I heard he removed, was it a can of Coca-Cola out of the press conference? And I know Pogba took the Heineken bottle out. I think that with Pogba, obviously, because he doesn't drink alcohol and I believe doesn't promote it due to his religious beliefs. But Ronaldo with Coca-Cola, I don't know. Maybe he likes Pepsi more. I'm not sure. Sidon, Curtis, mark my words. Ainsley will never play for England again. Wow. I don't think he'll play for Arsenal again either. I think he's done. He's being linked with Southampton and Crystal Palace. LG said, I'm going to cry when he leaves. Don't forget, people, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are about 90 subscribers away from 27,000. So it'd be great if we could hit that tonight. In fact, we're only 76 subscribers away. So if we're going to hit that tonight, that would be great. CR7 didn't like Coke because he didn't like it because it's unhealthy. Maybe CR7 isn't sponsored by Coca-Cola. CR7 said cola isn't healthy and didn't want it in front of him. Fair point. Fair point. Coke shares dropped 1 billion in value. Yeah, they won't like that. Cristiano Ronaldo, pulling their drink out of the way. Doesn't look great for them. Rafa to Everton is so interesting. Because, Liverpool and Everton is quite a big rivalry. And if he starts off slowly at Everton, I just think they'll turn on him. I really do. It's pretty ironic that the Deadwood Arsenal sell now win titles or play in better teams. Mad. After that incident, Coca-Cola had a 4 billion loss. I mean, are these stats actually true? People saying they dropped 1 billion in shares and it was non-alcoholic drink in front of Pogba. Was it? I thought it was a Heineken. Although I suppose, you can get non-alcoholic beer, but still, he probably wouldn't have looked. He just seen a Heineken and got it out of the way. Let's have a look. Rush Shaw said, big up Curtis Misha. Streams, hey, man, I'm back, people. We're going all the way now. Any reward for finishing in the top 200 in fantasy? Bro, I'm struggling to finish in the top 200 myself. Yes, Curtis, it's true. They lost billions. It shows the power of some of these major athletes and stuff like that, innit? How they can damage a brand so quickly. Scotland will be happy with this. It's stupid they put bottles in front of the players for the pressers anyway. Yeah, listen, they're looking for cheap promo, aren't they? CR7 is a hypocrite. He did a Coca-Cola advert a few years ago. That's interesting. He probably don't mind Coca-Cola when they're paying him, a few million to promote it. But when they're just dropping it in front of him for free, he's not having that. Blessings, Curtis. How do you feel about Eddie and Ketty, a new contract? Hey, we'll talk about Eddie tomorrow. At the same time, I'm hearing we're willing to let him go. But we'll get into that. Elon Musk is CR7 father. Yeah, listen, when he talks, the shares just go one way or the other. Corner to Scotland. Shea Adams shot his block. Listen, Scotland fans are up for this, I'm telling you. Roland said, Curtis, what do you think of a bad man Patrick Schick goal against Scotland? The bias on TalkSport is unbelievable. Listen to commentary. I thought it was a basic tap-in, the bias in the UK. Bro, they can't help themselves. The commentators over here are wild. You know, there's two teams in the game, but they just basically supporting one. But that was a great goal. A goal of the tournament so far. Corner to Scotland taken short. Whipped in back post by Robertson. Not the best of corners. Headed back across and cleared away. They didn't make the most of that. CR7 is bigger than Coca-Cola. He probably is, to be fair. Sterling is the only player in the team. He's the only in the team for diversity purposes. William, I don't know about that one, bro. Yeah, the Curtis Shaw mug, it's in the cupboard, man. I actually forgot to get it out today. I'll get it back out tomorrow for the Arsenal therapy. Man said McTominay is a Fitbit baller. Man just runs around. Man just counting steps on the pitch. Is Harry Kane on the pitch? Oh, man, Kane. Half-time whistle goes, and again, he's done nothing, Harry Kane. We're now a game and a half into the tournament, and Kane's been non-existent. 1-0 Kane penalty. That's your prediction, yeah? Scotland will take this. They will believe that they can get a goal out of this. Prem winners next season. I see a lot depends on transfers. If Man City were to get Kane, they'll win it. I think Liverpool will be back up there next season with Van Dijk back. They've bought Konate. I'm sure they'll get one or two more. If Chelsea get a striker, I think they're right up there. You know, if they were to get like Haaland, I know they're being linked with Lukaku as well. Tierney, the best player so far. He's done well. Put some good crosses in. Done Reece James as well. Ali said, missed Arsenal therapy. Yeah, man, we're back tomorrow, people. Don't worry. We've got a lot to talk about. Could be a long show tomorrow. Got to catch up on all these stories. We're being linked with everyone in the world, but actually signing no one. Big up the Green Gooner. Thank you for your super chat and your consistent support on the channel. It is much appreciated. He said, big up, Big C. Good to see the stream back tonight. Kicking back and sipping a Heineken. Don't tell Paul Pogba, mate. He won't want to hear that. CR7 wouldn't be happy with me. Yeah, he wouldn't either. Kieran Tierney signing a new 5-year contract is massive for us. Shows some intent. Listen, I always say, look after what you have before you move on to what needs to be added. So, you know, the fact that we've got Bukayo Saka on new contract, Aubameyang, Martinelli, obviously Kieran Tierney on his way. Get your best players tied down. Partey only signed last year, so he's still got time on his contract. So, yeah, look after that. But we have to add to this team. Do you think am I watching Arsenal? There you go. That's what I was. Yeah, England pretty boring as well. Do you think Italy could win the Euros? I think they could get far. I don't think they'll win it, but I think they'll be close. You could see them get into a semi-final or something. They'll be hard to beat. Do you think Scotland's midfield is outclassing England? They've got a good midfield. I know McTominay gets a lot of stick, but he's a Man United player. He's just a hard worker, isn't he? Non-stop. But McGinn, I like McGinn. I think McGinn... I'm surprised a bigger club than Villa hasn't come to get McGinn yet. I do rate him. Kane isn't a big game player. Can never be classed as world-class for that. As for Reece James, useless. That's a bit harsh on Reece James. But I've had this debate a lot about Harry Kane. That he does go missing in some of the biggest games. FA Cup semi-final a few years ago. Tottenham played Man United and Smalling wrapped him up. Champions League final against Liverpool. Did absolutely nothing. Wasn't fully fit. Shouldn't have even started. Lucas Moura had scored the hat-trick to get him there. They forced him to play. It was dreadful. League Cup final this year. Chance to win a trophy for Tottenham. The guy does nothing. World Cup semi-final. Biggest game in England's history since probably 1966 final. One-on-one with a goalkeeper. Just pass the ball to Sterling. It's an open goal. 2-0. England make the World Cup final. He hits it straight at the keeper. and then misses the rebound. So the reality is, as much as Harry Kane produces unbelievable numbers, which can't be denied, the guy does not turn up in a lot of the biggest games. The biggest games of his career, he hasn't really turned up. So it's debatable whether he's world-class or not. He puts up world-class numbers, there's no doubt about that, but doesn't produce in the biggest of games. Ans94, thank you for the super chat, bro. Much appreciated. Southgate Therapy, Series 1, Episode 1. England will probably stumble over the finish line and win this game. But I hear what you're saying. Gareth's got to get more out of the team than this. There's no system there, you know? They don't play with any type of cohesion. Green Gooner said, Roy Keane called this about Harry Kane goes missing. It's a conversation that's not been had often enough. Does Harry Kane go missing in a lot of the big games? And I think he does. It reminds me, a lot of people used to say that about Higuain. You know, produces unbelievable numbers, but in the biggest games, he doesn't produce. And I think Kane is a bit similar. Italy look good and tend to improve in these comps. Yeah, they do. They're hard to break down, and they've got some quality in midfield now. The likes of Barella and Locatelli looked good the other day. They've still got Verratti and Jorginho. How's Southgate not got an average of 3 goals per game with this? That first half was poor. You know, it didn't produce anything. South Teta vibes. Yeah, I'm telling you. Boring football. But the thing is, he's got some decent attacking players there, you know, that he should be able to work with. People, I'm going to put the link for the Fantasy League and the code in the chat for anybody that wants to join. I mean, you'll be quite a few points behind now, although I haven't got that many points, so you ain't going to be too many points behind me. You could probably still catch up. I've had a terrible start. So I'll put the link in there for anybody that wants to join. Some people say that you need the link and the code. Some people say you only need the actual link. So I'm adding that now, people, for anyone that wants to join. I'm in like 200th place. I'm having an absolute shocker in that league. Right, so let's put that in. I'll put the code in there as well. Euro Fantasy code. And then I'll put the link as well. Just try the link. You might not even need the code. Your Fantasy League link to join. All right, there we go. Should be in there now for anybody that wants to join. I mean, I'm only on like 54 points. So you could probably still catch me even joining this late. Right, there we go, people. Send the link. Anybody who wants to join, go and click on that. Right. 200. Bro, imagine me finishing bottom of a league that I created, man. What kind of foolishness is that? I'll come back, man. I've started the tournament slow. And I'll be fighting back. Argentina v Uruguay. Oh, that is interesting. What time is that kickoff? 10 o'clock, is it? No, it's even later. 1 o'clock in the morning. Can I deal with a 1 o'clock in the morning stream? We'll have to see. I'll let you know about that one. That's a tough one. It should be in the link now, people. Just refresh it or something. It's definitely there. I might stream that. You can join. 1 a.m. start. So that's going to what? 3 a.m. by time that finishes? I would actually like to do that because the thing is, I'll probably be awake at that time. But have I got the stream in me? It'd be an enjoyable game, to be fair. Torreira probably be playing. Yeah, the link should be there now, people. Maybe just click on and off it or something, but I've definitely put it there. Gacha Life with Crystal said, just found you. Great stuff, Bristol City fan. Hey, big up, man. I've been to Bristol City's ground a couple of times. I actually played there once years ago. Back in the day, man, one of the best football players I've ever played against played for Bristol City. A guy called Lee Trundle. I'm sure a lot of you know who he is. Welsh striker, left-footed. The guy was just a maverick of a footballer. And I played against him at Ashton Gate, actually. Great player. I still actually speak to him now. For those of you who've seen that guy play, he was some player, man. Arsenal therapy, 1 a.m. in the morning. Do you know what? I'll think about it. I might actually do a watch along for that game. I have to see. The problem with me, I have this loud voice when I'm on stream, and I just wake everyone up in the house, you know. So when I do them late night streams, it kind of just mashes up everything. 3 a.m. kickoff for me. Listen, man, you're forgiven if you don't tune in for that one. Do you know what I mean? Abid, I've said 5:30 a.m. for me. Wow, man. Let's have a look. Cap said Lee Trundle, baller, great player. Alex said Lee Trundle, phenomenal. Lee is bursting with joy watching the stream. Hey, if he's watching, man, I'm telling you, that guy was a serious footballer. Alan said, Curtis, the wife's watching and drooling again. Look after her, man. Look after her, Alan. Refresh the stream. It's in the description. Curtis ain't lying. Yeah, it's there, people. Sometimes you have to come off and on it, and it will be there. Copper America gets spicy after, during the knockout rounds. Yeah, definitely. But that'll be a good game tonight. Don't forget, people, One Football. Link is in the description below. Completely free app. Fantastic app. Honestly, you know, I don't recommend no foolishness, man. All your latest score updates, team news, Arsenal transfer news. If you're on the go, you're at work, you're studying, you just need to be kept up to date. Download this app. Link in the description below. Completely free. Go and check that out. And big up to them for all their great support on the channel. Much appreciated. England 0, Scotland 0 at half time. Pretty boring game, and I kind of think it will suit Scotland. I think their intention would have been to spoil the game a little bit and try and get a goal maybe later on or from a set piece, you know, something like that. And I think it's working. I have to admit, I really like that guy, Billy Gilmore. Very small player, but he moves around the pitch well and gets on the ball a lot. Tierney goated. He's been fantastic, I think. Nice to see an Arsenal player playing well in this tournament, because we haven't got many players playing well. Man saying Gilmore's got 100% pass accuracy in the first half. Abhinav said, brilliant app, been using it for the past 4 years. I'm telling you, man, it's a great app. I believe it's on ITV. Yeah, well, yeah, I've just looked up actually and seen the adverts. Yeah, it's on ITV, the game, Tim. Zidane said this channel is so goated. I agree with you, mate. I agree. Now, listen, bro, I appreciate the compliment. We try, man. We build this community, and I want it to be positive. Listen, I admit, you know, I will have moans and stuff about Arsenal and the lack of transfers and this, that, the other, but I always try and keep it. Listen, I don't ever personally attack players or managers or be disrespectful, you know. It's banter or it's just football criticism, you know. So I want this to be viewed as a positive channel that you can go to and we talk football and we interact and all those kind of things. So, but listen, appreciate the support. And as I said, people, if you haven't subscribed, we're about 65 subscribers away from 27,000. So it'd be great if we could hit that tonight. And if we could get 500 likes, that would be great as well. Green Goonie, yeah, listen, after this, I'm going to look at the mods and maybe add a couple more mods. A lot of people ask to be mods, but I just don't like having too many because sometimes, you know, mods are blocking people or stuff like that when they've just said something not too bad. So I don't like having too many. But no, I'll look at it, man. Maybe we'll add a couple more. Big up Green Gooner. I know you're always supporting on the channel as well. So yeah. How do you want 500 likes on only 4? No, but listen, man, you know, you'll get plenty more people who watch after it's live, you know, and there's still the option for them to smash a like. So yeah, we can still do it, I'm sure. What did he say? Yeah, they blocked me for celebrating my Champions League final win. That's harsh, man. That's what I'm saying. Unless it's abusive or anything like that, then we don't. You know, we don't need to block people. Omar said only the best mods should stay, which is me. Omar, I'm sure Omar is a mod on. How many channels is Omar a mod on? You know, you got a lot of power, man. A lot of power. Who was better, Lineker or Shearer? That's a tricky one because I got to be honest. I didn't watch Gary Lineker really in his career, but the guy played for Barcelona, scored a hat trick in El Clasico. So that's a difficult one for me to say because I don't actually know how good Lineker was really. But like I said, to end up at Barca, it must have been a baller. Blen said, do you think Arsenal are delaying in getting signings over the line so they can just get 1 or 2 signings only in the window? They need more than 1 or 2, I tell you that. I just think they're being tight, you know. Spikey said, Omar, start a channel and mod me. Yeah, man, Omar. Get a channel going. I see Omar on every football channel. He's the GOAT. People said Omar's got like 4 computers in front of him and he's like just typing at every computer, you know. Siddharth said, Curtis, I've been banned on all Everton channels for bantering after Ancelotti left them. Yeah, they wouldn't have liked that. Man just dipped and went back to Madrid. Second half about to start, people. Surely Southgate is going to have to make changes, man. We need to see Grealish or, you know, maybe a Rashford. They've got to bring on someone a little bit different. Second half underway. Can England win this game? Paul Meadow said, good evening, Big C. What made you want to do YouTube full-time? Great content as always. Keep it up. Keep it going. Smash the likes and subscribe, people. Bruv, do you know what it is? It genuinely got to a stage where I was just like, do you know what, man? I've played the game before. And I find myself just talking about football most days anyway. So I just thought it makes sense to put it on a platform and see if people like it. It was just a trial, really. And unfortunately, you guys have supported me so well. So onwards and upwards, you know. I know, listen, a lot of people talk football all the time, don't they? So, oh, here come England. Ball whipped in. Oh, goes out for a corner. Sammy Invincible said, Big C, the GOAT. Hey, big up, bro. I hope that is a GOAT, by the way. Yeah, it looks like a GOAT. Yeah, man, appreciate that, bro. Chelsea FC said, Curtis, do you like sushi? Nah, bro, I don't like that, man. Don't like that. Not a fan of it. Corner to England. England are so overrated, Italy will destroy him, says Raul. Mason Mount whips it in, headed away at the near post. And Phillips, oh, he has a heavy touch and gets caught. Scotland are on the break. And good tackle, Luke Shaw. Good job he overran that. Cormac said, Curtis, Euros, you have seen, in your opinion, Euro 2000, I thought, was quality. Zidane, Figo, Del Piero. Is that the one where... Is that Trezeguet? Is that when he scored the winner? Am I confusing that? I did like that one. Euro 2000. Euro 96 was good, but I was young. But there was just vibes because, you know, England got to the semi-final and that. But yeah, apart from that, England don't do too great, do they, in these tournaments? Matthew said Scotland to win. Listen, they've got a chance. They have got a chance. Here come England. Sterling in the penalty area. He pulls it across. Oh, cleared away. Good defending. I think it was Robertson who cleared it. He was looking for Foden. England starting to pull the screw. Here's Mason Mount. Shoots. Oh, good save. Tip wide for a corner. Come on. Good save by Marshall. Did well there. Money Mace, as I've just found out his nickname is. And it's a corner to England. Ryan said, you're a unique voice, Curtis. Played the game well-mannered, realistic. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Corner to England. Mason Mount whips it in. Flicked on by Foden. And goes over. Goal kick to Scotland. Trezor goal. Golden goal. Trezeguet. Omar said England are You're not a fan. They're definitely a little bit boring. Jay Mino said, big up Curtis. Sorry I'm late. I've had a busy day. Come on, Scotland. Boy, man, I don't like them last couple words, you know. But listen, I'm all for it. Football is a neutral game. You know, people support all different teams. Vineeth said, off topic, what's your favorite Indian dish? Do you know what, bro? I struggle with spicy Indian food. So I'm a bit like I have like tikka masala, bro. I don't really go for the spicy ones, man. But I do like Indian food, but just not the spicy ones. Curtis would be your dream. Who would be your dream England manager? Anyone in Europe? Do you know what? At one stage, I said I would have liked Wenger, you know, because I think Wenger could have done international management, but it looks like Wenger's done as a manager now. I don't think he will ever manage again. It's hard because a lot of the top managers don't want to do international football because, you know, they like the everyday training ground thing. Looks like Jack Grealish is tying his boots. Hopefully that means he's coming on. I mean, there's some quality on the bench. Bellingham, Grealish, Rashford, Sancho. There's a few hundred million there on the bench. Yeah, so that's a good question. I couldn't actually think. I mean, listen, I'd love to see like a Pep or someone like that. But, you know, he's not going to want to take an international job. Not England at this stage. Get Chris Wilder in there. Oh, man, he was supposed to get the West Brom job. Get Grealish on, you mug Southgate. I mean, he's tying his boots. Hopefully that means he's coming on. Infamous mob. Try Vindaloo next time, Kurt. It's not too spicy. Hey, I'm sure Vindaloo is spicy in it. Mourinho, I'd like his personality. It's just, would his football be defensive? Which is a big reason why a lot of Arsenal fans didn't want him, even though I did want him at the time. But this England team with their attacking talent needs an attacking manager because that's where their strength is, but they don't look like it. I mean, Harry Kane's just scored, 25 goals or whatever? Scored big goals this season. We're a game and a half into the tournament and the guy's done absolutely nothing. I've got him in my dream team, fantasy team or whatever. You know, I need to get him out. Would you have Eddie Howe at Arsenal? Nah. Robertson whips it in, cleared by Stones. Reece James, he better get rid of that. Does well. Is Declan Rice. England just is something missing in this England team. I think they seriously lack a midfielder that can dominate possession. You know, like the Paul Scholes, what he used to do. They just can't do it. Biryani's the goat of all Indian food. Is that spicy? Rodgers would be class for England. Yeah, he would be good. Best English manager never to manage England, Brian Clough. Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt about that. He should have got the job. Euro 96 was lit. It was just vibes all over. It's just a shame I was young, man. Would have been better if I was a bit older to enjoy it a bit more. Yeah, smash the likes, people, and subscribe. Can we get 500 likes on the video? And we need about 65 more subscribers to hit that 27,000. That would be great for this Saturday. And enjoying the weekend, but hopefully England win because they do not look great at the moment. Curtis, do you think when this tournament ends, it will be the end of Southgate? I think it depends where they get knocked out. If they make like the semi-final, quarter-final, they'll keep him. If England were to go out, well, I don't think they'll go out in the groups, but if they were to go out in the round of 16 straight away, I think possibly. Didn't Southgate miss the penalty? He did. Euro 96, Germany. Do you remember Rooney's first Euros? Listen, he was unbelievable at them times there when he was ripping. Man was ripping up like Lilian Thuram and people like that. He was unreal. I was looking at Rooney at them times thinking, you're going to be a Ballon d'Or winner. Now, I'm not saying Rooney didn't have a great career because he did, but I just think as an individual, not the trophies that he won in terms of Champions League and that, but as an individual, I think he could have become even better. I kind of felt like he was happy to play second fiddle to Ronaldo, where Rooney was actually probably higher rated than Ronaldo when Ronaldo came to Man United. But listen, who am I to question him? But at that Euros, he looked phenomenal. Terry Venables, best England manager. I did like Venables. I was a fan of him. Big Sam is the greatest England manager. The record proves it. Yeah, what's he got? 100%? Did he do 1 or 2 games before they sacked him? Won them. Foden needs to come off of Saka. Bro, Saka's not even on the bench. He's not even on the bench for this game, so we ain't going to see no Saka. Listen, I said this before the tournament, that I don't think England will get the best out of Foden. There are certain players that need certain systems, and I just feel like Foden, he's playing in the best footballing team in England. No one plays a more pure brand of football than what Pep plays. England don't play like that. We ain't got no De Bruyne. We ain't got them players that will just open the ball up. He's just playing like a right winger. And this was my point. Phil Foden is not a better right winger than Jadon Sancho. He can play there for Man City because of the movement and the interchange, but England don't do that. You know, and that's the problem. Big up DG, man. I hope you're good, bro. I'm sure you're probably on a stream now. Here's Reece James. Oh, shoots over. Jeez. Yeah, big up DG. Hope you're good, bro. Hope the stream's going well. I'm assuming that is the real DG in here, because you never know with these accounts, man. Bobby Robson, the best English manager. Yeah, legend, man. Obviously, like I said, he was a bit before my time in terms of England management. I know he was a great manager, though. Curtis, your thoughts on Andros Townsend's comment that Ryan Mason may be the full-time Spurs manager? Listen, man, they can't find anyone, so they're probably just deciding to stick with what they got, you know? Which wouldn't surprise me. I'm sure the Spurs fans wouldn't be happy. Queen Didine C said, hello, Curtis, love your show. And question, how long is your beautiful natural hair, please? And thank you. People asking about hair, you know, man's hair's long, bro. I'm telling you. I might come on stream with it out one time. You'll be shocked. The likes, we need the likes. Yeah, hit the likes, people. Oh, Mike Bassett's got to be the best English manager ever. Super Mike Bassett. For anyone who don't know, it's an English comedy film. Brilliant management style. How tall are you? About 6'2". Gareth Waistcoat is so stubborn. Yeah, man. Oh, Scotland are on the attack. They've got a man over it. Should have passed. Shea Adams. Oh, I thought he was in. He turns. His shot's blocked just for a moment there. I thought he was in. See, look, Foden gets the ball. Oh, my days. That footwork is mad. Here's Kane. He's going to dive. You just know he's going to dive. No, he got pulled back. He's lucky because he didn't have the pace. First time that I've actually seen Foden do bits there. Some great footwork. Spurs should get Nuno. It would probably happen. I thought they might have actually gone for Rafa, but Kane was struggling. They pulled him back there. Chris, what do you think about the way England are carrying themselves at the moment? Just the brand of football isn't great. You've got to question, is this England's best team? You know, for me, Grealish, man, you got to play him. I think he's got to play. He's got to play. Foden is better through the middle. Yeah, maybe in the 10 role. He seems to love Mount there because I think Mount actually helps the midfield a little bit more. Foden whips in a free kick, headed away, and the keeper takes it. Listen, I mean, a draw is not the end of the world. They would still be joint top with Czech Republic. I'm sure 4 points will get England through, but they need to win the game and get the job done, man. We got 33 minutes to go. Just think we could have Sam Allardyce right now. Big Sam, you know. England are playing like Burnley. It's horrible football. You think about the quality that he's got at his disposal. It's just not necessary, man. Oh, dear. Yeah, not the best of games. Gattuso in, Southgate out. He nearly ended up there, man. The best Arsenal fans YouTuber. Big up Ali, thank you very much, bro. Grealish looks peed off. Yeah, I mean, it's tough, isn't it? Here's Luke Shaw crossing opposite. Whipped in, headed away. We're just so one-dimensional to watch, man. Like, here's Harry Kane. Onto his left foot. Kane, oh, shots blocked. Good defense. I tell you what, Scotland are defending resolutely, man. They're putting their bodies on the line. I had Kane as my captain. Yeah, I've got Lukaku as captain. I think they get double the points if they're your captain, right? Who's a better player, Eto'o or Drogba? I've got to go for Eto'o, man. You look at the numbers he produced at Barca, Inter. Drogba produced like big moments. Drogba's a big moments player. And I love Drogba, I'm not going to lie. But I think Eto'o was a better footballer. Even I captain Kane. Do you know what? I was going to take Kane out after the first game, but I thought he'd get goals against Scotland and Czech Republic. He's looking... I don't know what's going on. Oh, here come England ball. Oh, it's a corner. Corner to England. Eto'o is an elite finisher. Unbelievable. It's the manager. Do you know what? I'm due a show with Kev still. Might have to get Kev on at some stage. Oh, dear. We got 30 minutes to go. England corner. Mount whips it in. Oh, cleared away. And Scotland could counter-attack here. Money Mace needs to go off. Oh, Scotland on the attack. And we get away with it. Yeah, Money Mace. Yeah, I'd be tempted to maybe move Foden into that 10, you know. Oh, Sterling could be in. Long kick from Pickford. Sterling into the penalty area. What's he doing? Finds Foden and he gives it away, man. Yo, he's got to change this. Gareth's got to make changes, man. Get Sancho and Grealish on, I'm telling you. Take both the wingers off. I know Sterling scored last game, but he's not at it. And Foden, it ain't working. He's just playing like a right winger. I told, man, this system was going to hold him back. Big up Abs Chowdhury, man. He said, yes, Curtis, this is tragic. I'm doing the Grealish SBC on the FIFA app just to stay awake, bro. Big up Abs with a super chat, bro. Do you know what? I really haven't played FIFA this year. I started it when it first came out and I just didn't like it. Oh, Scotland! Oh, Mings heads it over for a corner to Scotland. Scotland were nearly in there. Unbelievable. Yeah, I haven't played FIFA since probably the first month it came out. I just didn't like it. It felt too easy to score. Like every game was finishing like 7-5. I just thought, nah, I've stayed away from it. Hopefully FIFA 22 will be a bit better, man, and I'll get into that a little bit. Corner to Scotland. They're growing in confidence. England need to be careful, man. Ball whipped in by Robertson. Dangerous. Falls to oh, headed off the line by Mings. Unbelievable. Oh, my days. England, man, what are you doing? Southgate, mate, the English Arteta. Wow. England are hanging on. What is going on? They ain't coming home if they play like this, I tell you. Anthony says PES is better than FIFA. I haven't played PES for about 10 years. I can't believe what England are doing. I don't play FIFA anymore. I used to play back in the day. It's scripted and rigged. It's just a play-to-win game now. Who buys the most packs? Oh, it was Reece James, actually, who headed it off the line. Scotland looked decent, man. Scotland actually looked decent. It's not coming home. Foden off for Grealish. Told, man, did I... Listen, people, I know what I'm talking about. All right, the guy earlier was saying that Foden actually plays better on the left. So maybe in that sense, I'm wrong. I thought Foden was better on the right. So maybe he deserves a chance out there. But he won't suit this system. Scotland look decent now. Something while I'm good on FIFA and only use an average team. Sometimes it's easier. It's less stressful. Corner to Scotland, man. They're growing in confidence. I'm telling you now, if England lose this game, wow, that is some serious embarrassment. Their team's probably worth about 400 mil on paper. In swinging corner, whipped in. Pickford gets rid of it. It's crazy. Grealish is on. He needs to do bits now. Bruv, I have a normal Werner and Fernandinho up front. I still smash these rich guys with full legend team. Yeah, a lot of people can just work with the gold teams, man, and do bits. Oh, dear. Southgate is out of his depth. Yeah, he's not looking like a great manager, is he? Let's be honest, man. Oh, it's coming home. It don't look like it is coming home. Oh, dear. Foden, the most overrated player ever. System players, mate. I tell you all. I told people before the tournament, Foden on the right in this England team, it's not going to happen. He'll be played like a right winger, and he's not that. Here's Grealish. Wins a corner. Rashford needs to be on. And listen, I'd bring Rashford on as well. I know a lot of people criticise him. But I just think his direct running will cause problems. And I would bring him on. Southgate is literally the English Arteta. Ah, dear me. Right. Let's see what's going on. We've got 25 minutes to go, people. Is Harry Kane really worth 100 million plus? I mean, on this performance, he looks dreadful. He looks absolutely dreadful. I have a feeling Grealish will be coming to Arsenal, but he'll be the only player we sign. I don't see it, bro. Really don't see it. I would actually consider putting Rashford up front and taking Kane off. At least he can run. At least he's quick and got movement. Kane has given us absolutely nothing in this game. Big up Ali, man, said, love you, Curtis. Big up, man. Appreciate the love, people. Gunnar Vettel, Southgate is the only dude in England that can make a squad of absolute ballers look poor. Yeah, you're right. I think Arteta would be proud of this, what Southgate's doing. How to ruin a decent team. What's your opinion on Lyndon Dijk? Do you know what? I'd honestly never heard of this guy. And, usually you've heard of most players. Even if you've seen him on FIFA, I've never, ever heard of this guy. He looks all right. I don't know who he plays for. Who does he play for? No one looks good in this team. Mount, Foden, Sterling. Southgate is the problem, not Foden. Yeah, maybe. Maybe the way we're playing, man. Been waiting for this for days. Come on, England. Where's the ban? Right, here's Kane. Edge of the penalty area. Oh, gives it away, man. I'm telling you now, people, we need a runner in that front three. I know Sterling is quick, but I feel like he's not as direct with it. He's a bit more of a dribbler. I think we're going to have to bring. I would bring Rashford on. I would genuinely bring Rashford on, or Sancho. Bring one of them on. Kembo said it's weird having games all over Europe. I have to admit, I like having the tournament in one place and seeing all the vibes and that. I realise, man, it's a pandemic. Nothing's normal this season. But, yeah, I would have liked to have, seen it all in one country. But Phillips been a bit average this game. Yeah, we just haven't been as good. Grealish into the penalty area. Gives it away. It's not connecting. It's not you. When I watch this England team, I don't see a team. I don't see a collective unit. I just see individual quality. At the moment. What did them man say? No tactics, just vibes about Man United, Saeed and Ranson them. That's what England are, bro. No tactics. Football is coming home, yeah. Jeez. It don't look like it. These guys only look good against San Marino, said Ans94. It's weird, isn't it? It is weird that Southgate can't get more out of this team. He's done it again, that Harry Kane. He's looked awful. But yeah, big up Ans94 with a super chat, man. Yeah, my new individual brilliance FC. I mean, look, who's that there? Mount just running into players. They're getting crowded out in midfield. The thing with Rice and Phillips in midfield, they're both quite defensive-minded, so, they don't break forward that much. Wasn't this the planned format even before Corona? Yeah, I think it actually was, Roman. You're right. I think they decided to move it all around Europe. Football is coming home is the England version of trust the process. That is absolutely true, man. That is so true. Big up Nicholas Fowler. He says, Big C, you're back. I'm back in the building, people. Back in the building. Little break to revitalize, and we're going all out with the content now, all through the season. Like I said, Arsenal therapy will be back tomorrow, because how have Arsenal not signed a player or sold a player yet? I just do not know. No creativity, man. England are so unbalanced. Just doesn't work. Doesn't work, this system. Bro, picking up man of the match for this game, I honestly couldn't tell you. Who would I even go for? You'd have to go for a defender. Reece James, who cleared it off the line, or Mings, or Stones. I don't know. One of them, man. Unleash Bellingham. I like Bellingham. I would have started him. I said that before the tournament. I would have started him. I'm not a huge fan of Declan Rice. This team will be food and drink for Italy with man like Immobile. I mean, if we get that other group that people are saying, like France or Portugal, I think we'll be on our way home, mate. A team with a better attack will damage this team. Ronaldo, you don't want to play against them, man. Jashar said, big up, Kurt's just passing through it, the light. Big up, bro. Hope you're well. Oh, it's Sterling in the penalty area. I think he's offside. Get Sterling off. And I'm not slandering him. He just hasn't been great. Just hasn't. He's moved him on the right. Like, he doesn't play on the right no more. Plays on the left. What's his problem against Jadon Sancho? This guy's being linked with £90 million move. And you're telling me this guy can't get in the team? It's all mad. It's all mad. Southgate, the English Arteta. He's bringing on Rashford, to be fair. But again, he's waiting for 18 minutes to go. Dear. Get Sancho in this team. Listen. This is what I was saying. Let me see. Rashford coming on. Yeah, he's on his way. Let's have a look. I think, Curtis, these new managers trying to get football in a new era of stupid tactics. It's like you've got to overthink. They won't just use the normal tactics. It's like they've got to do something out of the ordinary. It's terrible. The manager is clueless. He's worse than Arteta. Bellingham will be next, so predictable. But why wait so long? Here's Sterling in the penalty area, finds Grealish. There's such a lack of movement. Look, Grealish got 2 players on him. Luke Shaw need movement. Mount gets into Shaw. Is a chance. Oh, he shoots wide. Well wide as well, near the corner flag. I miss Arteta's press conferences. Boy, I don't miss them, bro. I'm telling you. Bring on Calvert-Lewin, play two up front. You just see... I don't think Southgate's got that kind of attack-minded intent in him, you know? I bet Arteta would have England playing Foden or Saka false nine. Look, Harry Kane off. I said that. Get Kane off for Rashford. You need a runner. Kane, I don't know if it's the lack of service, but he doesn't look right. He doesn't look good. He looks like he can't run. I mean, I know he's not a quick runner anyway, but he genuinely looks like he's got a caravan on his back. I'd be worried about England playing against the French or someone like that. It just doesn't connect. It's not connecting. No, trust me, man. Rashford's an option, because if you go for Calvert-Lewin, he's another guy that he doesn't really run. You know, he doesn't run either. You got to have something a little bit different. At least Rashford is going to cause their defense problems with his pace. We know sometimes he's a little bit wild, though. That's the problem. Kane burnt out. I mean, listen, he had a long season at Tottenham. Do you think England should ditch 4-3-3 and go 4-2-3-1, Grealish number 10? I think he might have to try something different, because this don't look great. England is going to struggle against Czech Republic. Czech Republic looked all right today. Beckham for next England manager. I mean, I don't know how good. In fact, he's an owner, and he's not even the manager of that Inter Miami. I think he owns the club. So he's more likely he's a chairman more than a manager. Ishan said Lukaku is better than Kane. Let's be real here. Faster, as good as a shooter, and his overall game has improved, as we saw in Inter and Belgium. It's a debate to be had. I think, like I said, the problem with Kane is in the biggest games, he's gone missing a lot of the time. Gilmore comes off for Stuart Armstrong. He's a good player, that lad. I've said, thanks for the league code, Big C. I'm fourth in it. Just joined. Surely not fourth. A man said England is the home of cricket, not football, so it ain't coming home. Any chance of calling Nketiah for a goal? I'm not sure that's who we need. If England are to go far, Grealish has to figure a lot more. He just doesn't seem like a big fan of him. It's like he's almost forced to bring him on. England definitely lacks something in midfield, man. I'm telling you, they just don't have that connector of play who can just make things happen. We got Declan Rice, who just keeps it ticking, you know. Phillips was really good the other day. Today hasn't been as good. We've got no one who gets on the ball in midfield and bosses it, dictates, plays the ball forward. As much as Kane has looked off it, there's been no service. We haven't hardly created anything. I'm surprised that Sterling's still on the pitch as well. Oh, Mings, that's a poor header out wide. They get to the byline here. They've only got one player in the box, Scotland. The ball's in the box now. It's good defending from Phillips. Finds Pickford, who clears it. Doesn't clear it very far. Look how many players England have got back. Declan Rice loses it. Scotland down this left-hand side. Tierney and Robertson. Robertson whips it in, back post. Shea Adams! Oh, he puts it over. What a chance. He slices it over. Woo! That was a big opportunity for Scotland. Robertson whipped it in. It was flicked away by Stones, I think. Came to Shea Adams' back post. He's just got to get his head over it. He slices it wide. He should have done better there. He could have even maybe had a touch. He should have definitely done better. England, I'm telling you, this is nowhere near good enough. Rashford plays a great ball out wide to Reece James. Can England just nick it? As I said, I'm surprised that Sterling is still on the pitch, man. He'll probably go and score the winner now. I've said that, but just give Sancho a chance. He's literally spinning around. He's like Danny Ceballos. Hits the byline. He goes down looking for a penalty. Nah, ref says no chance. Mate, I'm sorry. And listen, I like Raheem Sterling, but get him off. Ooh, I think, does Robertson stamp on his foot there? I thought he stamped on the top of his foot there, though. Mate, I don't know if they're doing VAR on that. Listen, it's soft. But if you stand on a man's foot in the penalty area, I don't know. Is VAR checking it? I can't even hear the commentary people. So I'm not sure, but the penalty hasn't been given. But I'd take him off. I'd get him off, man. It's 11 minutes to go. Give Sancho an opportunity, man. Being linked to Arsenal. Southgate tactics. Finish second in the group to avoid facing Group F of Portugal, France and Germany. Wow, it'd be called a masterclass if that works. Mate, you have a future in commentary. You never know, man. Let's see, people. Kane is off, yeah, finally, but I think Sterling needs to come off. Robertson whips it in. Pickford collects. 11 minutes to go, man. England have produced nothing so far in this second half in particular. Yeah, he stamped on the foot, but you can't give that no chance. Listen, I thought that one that Lovren got given against him today was soft. I know the guy ended up with a mashed up nose, but there was no intent whatsoever. But it is what it is, man. You never know with these refs and VAR what they're going to give. Big C, are you happy with the result? No. England, if they want to go far in this tournament, they got to win games like this, bro. Scotland at home. This is a home game, let's be honest. I know the tournament is all over Europe, but this is at Wembley, bruv. You can't beat Scotland at home in a tournament. How are you going to beat France, Portugal, Belgium, Germany, Italy? You know? Not good enough. I know they always say it's how you finish a tournament, not how you start it. So, listen, there is a long way to go. Just qualify out the group, but it's not a good performance. England golden squad plays like this. Doubt they will be the Euro 2020 champions. Pocketed Foden, yeah. Hasn't done nothing. Got dragged. They got a strong left-hand side, man, with Robertson and Tierney. There's Armstrong, finds Shea Adams, who keeps it there. Scotland are on the attack. They'll fancy this. McGinn shoots from far. It's deflected out for a Scotland corner. He shot from about 35 yards out. It got deflected and went over the bar. Scotland will be right up for this now. Deflected off Declan Rice over the bar. Omar said, I'm about to fall asleep. Boring. Who's your four teams? Germany, Portugal, France, Italy, Belgium. You wouldn't be surprised if four of those, I think you mentioned five there, would make it. Netherlands and Austria. Alaba steps in. Dumfries foot in the penalty area and pen given. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm surprised it wasn't looked at. Corner to Scotland. Stuart Armstrong to whip it in. In swinging corner. Whipped into the back post. Headed away by Tyrone Mings. Here's Grealish. 8 minutes to go. And it's been a dreadful second half. We don't deserve to win this tournament. Not playing like this. You can't win a tournament playing like this, man. This is awful. Big up Whistler. Thank you very much for the super chat. Questions need to be asked of Southgate. 100%. Look at the players he's got. How are we this bad? 0-0. 1 goal in 2 games. You play Declan Rice and Phillips for 90 minutes in midfield. No flair in either team's style of play. Snorefest. 100%. We need to change the system ASAP. I think so. Listen, it might be a blessing in disguise. Sometimes you need to realize early on in a tournament that something isn't right, and then you can adjust. But will Southgate adjust it? Wow, look at this guy for Scotland. Who is it? Trying to run away from Phillips. I think it's Armstrong. Scotland getting players forward, man. They might think they can win this. Here's Robertson. Oh, he goes backwards. Tierney, man of the match. Tierney and Robertson on that left-hand side have been dominant. Foden got no joy. Sterling's had no joy since he gone on the right either. Be funny if Southgate ends up at Tottenham. I'd be happy with that. I would have no worries of them doing anything special with him in charge. Armstrong, Tierney, Robertson. I think Armstrong only came on late. I think he came on for Gilmore. But we got 7 minutes to go. Hopefully we get beat and go out the group stage. Put us out of our misery. Wow, nah, we need a bit of hype. We need them to get through the group and we go, oh, that football's coming home. Gonza said, my guy, big bro. Big up, bro. Thank you for tuning in. Is Phillips actually a top 4 player? It's tricky, isn't it? It's funny. You look at, and I don't like to judge players like this, but England's 2 centre midfielders today, right? One of them plays for West Ham. One of them plays for Leeds. And that, to me, is kind of where the problem is as well, because your players in the national team, I always think most of them should play for the top teams. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that means they're playing at the top level. I look at like France midfield is Kante, Pogba, and Griezmann plays in the 10. So you got Pogba, Man United, you got Kante, Chelsea, and you got Griezmann, Barcelona. We've got West Ham and Leeds United. 2 players that have never played in a tournament, and I don't know, none of them really attack. I just think we've been too negative for this game. Shea Adams comes off for Kevin Nisbet. I don't know how you say his name. But no, we don't look good enough. Oh, Rabiot as well. I mean, Juventus, these men play for top level clubs. Champions League. You know what I'm saying? Not good. Look at Belgium yesterday. De Bruyne came on and changed it. Even Grealish can't do anything. It's the system. It's the setup. It's dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Big up Wizard with a super chat. Thank you very much. Said, how can we play this bad with all these players who are tearing it up in the Prem Bundesliga? A lot of these men who they're playing with make them look better than they are. And also the way they're set up to play. England have got excellent attacking players, but a manager that doesn't play on the front foot. You know, Harry Kane's looked dreadful for the 2 games. Absolutely awful. Number 1, I'm not sure if he's fully fit. But number 2, he looks like he's got nothing to offer. The guy's trying to run and can't move. Foden, stuck out on the right, as I said, getting wrapped up. He's not a natural right winger. Yo, Kurt, doesn't this game remind you of the 0-0 Europa League semi-final? Yeah, no, where's the shots? Why haven't we tested the goalkeeper? You know, it's mad. Like you said, you know, Belgium brought on De Bruyne. I think, did Hazard even come on? These men are changing the game, but our players, so hard to thrive in that kind of system. Declan Rice and Phillips in midfield, for me, is negative. I think he should have changed it at some stage. Sancho, this guy has been tearing up Bundesliga for 2 years, messing up Champions League, doing bits in the Champions League, on the verge of maybe going to United for £90 million. And this guy was not in the squad for the first game. And the second game, he doesn't even get off the bench. It's mad. Oh, we'll miss Europa League. Yeah, man. Them scenes FC, man. We'll be back there. Hopefully we have a good year in the league, but they need to spend some serious dough. Long passes, no 1-2s, bang average. Dreadful to watch. Dreadful. Too negative, in my opinion. Southgate stealing a living. No Sancho again. It doesn't make sense. Jeremy said, great chat, Big C. Big up, Jez. I mean, the problem is he's got players to work with. In certain areas, Arteta doesn't have the players. This guy's got ballers, especially in attack. Scotland are playing for 0-0 now. They'll take this. First point of the tournament. They just lost, 2-0 at home to Czech Republic. Then they go and play England away and get a draw. Crazy how Sancho not getting any game time. How is Sancho not getting game time? Oh, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Snorefest. Chilwell deserves a chance. He's faster. England therapy tomorrow. Do you know what? England don't affect me as much as Arsenal, you know, so you won't get England therapy. Worst game in the Euros so far. Correct. Worst game I've seen. Absolute snorefest. How did Southgate get the job? I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, he was the under-21 coach, right? So they just did the cheap promotion. It's like, you know, when the receptionist gets the manager's job at work. They just kept it in-house and kept it cheap. England, they've hardly created a chance. They've been awful. Throwing to Scotland in their own corner. England Amazon special. Well done, Scotland. Nah, listen. Scotland just lost 2-0 at home to Czech Republic. I think people expected England to roll them over. So I predicted 2-0. So they've done well. International football is all PR. The most popular players get picked. And I agree with that. Especially in England. If you don't get enough PR, mate, you're not in. Sean said, Big C, look at the Champions League final, how quickly the ball was moving. Look how slow the game is. I mean, listen, I think naturally club football is quicker because the players have more cohesion. They play together. They train together all the time. But this is a snore fest. Like, this ain't just slow. This is like, you know, this is boring. Wow. LG said, Curtis Lyndon Dykes plays for Sunderland in League One. You got League One ballers coming here and bossing us. And the guy's not even that good. Man's showing proper hold-up play and everything. What we got left? How much he's added on? There's Declan Rice, 25 yards out. Oh, passes it. Reece James whips it in. Declan Rice. Oh, the ball's on the floor. Chance. Oh, cleared away. The ball just fell in the middle of the 6-yard box. Declan Rice was on the floor and couldn't get it in. There's only 2 minutes added on. In fact, I think they've given a free kick to Scotland. We got 80 seconds to go. England have been dreadful. Absolute snorefest. The ref gave a free kick for, I don't know what the free kick was for, because McTominay actually looked like handball. I think he's give it for obstruction. That was some schoolyard business. Everyone's kicking the ball. Ain't more likes the 300, yeah. I'm only listening and dozing up, bruv. I'm telling you. It's been a poor game. Scotland lost their first game 2-0. England, I don't understand Gareth Southgate with the players. Sancho's being linked with £90 million moves and you don't even bring him on. The two wingers have not done nothing. England haven't created hardly anything in the second half. Scotland have got a guy who plays up front for Sunderland in League One. Here's Grealish. This could be the last chance. Who's he passed that to? All right, Rashford keeps it in. 15 seconds to go. Can England nick it? Here's Grealish. Finds Rashford. No one in the box, really. Grealish now into the penalty area. They've got 3 players on him. He can't. There's no one. There's no movement. There's no movement. Mings finds Grealish and he loses it. And England have been absolutely dreadful. They got everything they deserved out of that. 0-0. Absolute snorefest. Gareth Southgate, questions have got to be asked of that performance. If you think you're going to win a tournament playing like that, you're wrong, mate. Absolutely wrong. They didn't move the ball well. They were too defensive. Didn't make the changes early enough. A lot of the good players didn't turn up. Sterling, how did he get 90 minutes? Kane, second game in a row, he's done nothing. Sancho, 2 games in, hasn't been brought on. 2 centre midfielders who are both defensive-minded, so no one joins the attack. I'm sure they'll dress it up and make it seem like, oh, it's a clean sheet and we tried our best and we had good chances. But it's not good enough. Yuku said, I don't have money for Super Chat, but Curtis, you are the man. Good vibes. Hey, don't worry, man. Just support. Like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. You know, all the usual stuff, people. Proud of Tierney. Yeah, listen, I thought he was brilliant. They shut down that left-hand side for Scotland. Tierney and Robertson. It's the players, Curtis. Yeah, Kev would definitely say that. Kembo said, cheers, Big C. Have a good evening. Yeah, Emery settings, man. Scotland have taken over Wembley. Proud of Money Mace. I wouldn't be that proud of him. I don't think he was that good. I don't think any attacking player was that good. US team could have handled them both. Wouldn't surprise me, bro. You got a few good players there, but England were very, very poor. It's the history of the England. Like I always say, it's not how you start a tournament, it's how you finish. But how do they make that connect quicker than that and start playing better football? Because that is not good enough. Southgate's got a lot to answer for, man. First thing I'd be saying, you've got a £90 million rated right winger sitting on your bench who you're not even bringing him on. You know, what's wrong with Harry Kane? Why is Kane looking so unfit, like he can't even run? You could be right. It was a similar performance against Croatia, but they nicked a goal and it got them out of it. So definitely not good enough. England 0, Scotland 0. Difficult to give man of the match. I don't know who you would give it to. Maybe Mings, maybe Pickford. But hey, not much there. Gareth Southgate. Thanks for the stream. It was good to see you back, Curtis. Big up Jallo. Appreciate you tuning in. Tierney, man of the match. Let's finish with that Arsenal vibes, man. Over 420 of you in here. Appreciate you tuning in. Smash a like on the way out. Subscribe to the channel. We need about 50 more to hit 27k. So that'll be a good way to end the Saturday. And don't forget, download the OneFootball app. Link is in the description below. Completely free. Brilliant app. And listen, I will be back tomorrow, people. Arsenal therapy. We'll talk about everything that I've missed throughout the week, all the transfers. It could be a long show. And I'll stream the Germany against Portugal game tomorrow as well. That'll be a big game. Cristiano Ronaldo. Hopefully we'll see some more attacking football than what we saw tonight, people. So thank you very much for tuning in. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bless.